Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to start the current affairs in English of 10th August 2022. So first of all we'll discuss about the national current affairs news. So the Indo-Israel Center of Excellence for Vegetables has been inaugurated. So Israel experts are providing the center technology as a part of India-Israel Action Plan, and on the basis of Israeli innovation, the Center of Excellence are also being established in the United States. So, in order to improve the agriculture, the center and state governments are collaborating on all the fronts in order to improve the agriculture pattern of the farmers. The central and state governments are collaborating on all the fronts. Next is the Google launches the India Ki Udaan. Google is launching the India Ki Udaan in order to mark the 75 year of the independence. So the Google has launched India Ki Udaan, and the project has been executed by the Google Arts and Culture, celebrates the country's achievement and is themed on unwavering and undying spirit of India over these past 75 years. And as a part of the country's wide celebration, Google has also announced its collaboration with the Ministry of Culture. By the help of that, by collaborating this, it can be celebrated in the whole country. The CEO of Google is Sundar Pichai, and Google was founded on 4th September 1998. The headquarters of the Google is Mountain View, California, United States. Next is the Chief Minister of Bihar, Nitish Kumar, has been resigned. Previously, he was in government with the NDA, and now he will form the government again with the help of the RJD, who is currently the single largest party with 79 MLA. The capital of Bihar is Patna, and Bihar governor is Phagu Chauhan. Next is the Federal Bank become the first payment gateway to be listed on the new tax platform, and the Kerala-based Federal Bank is listed in the Income Tax Department TIN 2.0 platform, and now list the Payment Gateway platform as the first bank, and the payment gateway has been enabled since the TIN 2.0 platform went live on July of this year, and giving the taxpayer one more payment option. Now the taxpayer can easily make the payment either using the credit card, debit card, UPI transaction, NEFT/RTGS and internet banking. Next is the group president and country head wholesale banking, federal banking, Harsh Dugar, and RBI governor is Shaktikant Das. The RBI governor is Shaktikant Das. Next is the Goa CM Pramod Sawant has announced to implement 100% new education policy in the higher education, and the implementation of new education policy from the college to university level has already started. From the next academic year, 100% of syllabus in the higher education institute would be online with the new education policy. NEP means the National Education Policy. So the implementation of the National Education Policy. Here NEP means National Education Policy. National Education Policy. This is the new educational policy that is started by the central government. The Goa governor is P.S. Sridharan Pillai, and Goa Chief Minister is Pramod Sawant. Next is the Tata Steel, who spent 3,000 crore on sitting for the new Vande Bharat trains. So, the Tata Group is preparing to introduce the first in India seating system for the Vande Bharat Express train, that is starting in September 2022, and plan to invest the 3,000 crore on R&D by the financial year 26. And this order calls for the provision of complete seating systems for the 22 train sets, each consisting of the 16 coaches. Next, the Indian Bank has received a 32 lakhs fine from the RBI. So, the Reserve Bank of India has fined the Indian Bank a total of rupees 32 lakhs for failing to submit a flash report for fraud involving amount of at least rupees 5 crore. Governor of RBI is Shaktikant Das, and CEO of Indian Bank is Sri Shantilal Jain. Next, the RBI has imposed 2.33 crore monetary penalty on the Spandan Spurti Financial. So the Reserve Bank of India has imposed monetary penalty of rupees 2.33 crore on Hyderabad based Spandan Spurti Financial Limited for its failure to adhere the pricing of credit guidelines for the non-banking financial company. Non-banking financial company. Next is the One Nation One Ration Card has completed 3 years. This scheme was implemented as a pilot project on August 9, 2019 in the 4 states, and now the One Nation One Ration Card has completed its 3 years. Next is the 12th edition of Defence Expo to be held in the Gandhinagar in Gujarat. So the Minister of Defence has announced that the 12th edition of the Defence Expo that will be held in the Gandhinagar in Gujarat. Next we shall discuss about the international news. So the ASEAN has celebrated its 55th anniversary in 2022. The theme for this year ASEAN Day Stronger Together, that invites and welcomes the forward-minded people of ASEAN to come in synchronization and work as a collective to face the challenges of 21st century. About ASEAN, it is an full-fledged association of Southeast Asian nation that is known as the ASEAN, was established on the 8th August 1967 in Bangkok, Thailand. And the motto of the ASEAN is one vision, one identity, one community, and it has been established under Bangkok Declaration. The founding member of the ASEAN is Indonesia, Malaysia, Philippines, Singapore, and Thailand. These are the founding members. And Brunei Darussalam joined in 1984, Vietnam joined in 1995, Laos, PDR and Myanmar joined in 1997, and Cambodia joined in 1999. And ASEAN Secretariat is at Indonesia, Jakarta. Next we shall discuss about the awards related news. So Puneeth Rajkumar to be conferred the Karnataka Ratna posthumously. So the Karnataka Chief Minister Vasavaraj Bommai has announced that the Karnataka film star who died last year, that named as Puneeth Rajkumar, has been conferred with the Karnataka Ratna award posthumously. Next is the appointment related news. So Gustavo Petro has been sworn in as the first leftist president of Colombia. So Gustavo Petro has been sworn in as the first leftist president of Colombia. Next is the exercise related news. So Indian Army has conducted Pan-India drill that is known as the Skylight in order to test operational readiness. So the Indian Army has conducted a Pan-India satellite communication exercise that is named as the Skylight. And the main objective of this exercise was to test the operational readiness and robustness of its high-tech satellite communication system. So Indian Army has conducted a Pan-India drill Skylight in order to test the operational readiness. Next is important days celebrated. So World Observed Nagasaki Day has been celebrated on 9th of August because on 9th of August 1945 the United States dropped an atomic bomb on the Nagasaki, Japan. And Hiroshima Day is celebrated on 6th of August. And the bomb that was dropped on the Nagasaki, its code name is the Fat Man, and the bomb that was dropped on the Hiroshima, that is known as the Little Boy, named as Little Boy. Next is the International Day of the World's Indigenous People. The International Day of the World Indigenous People is celebrated on 9th of August across the world, and the celebration highlights mainly the role of indigenous people and importance of preserving their rights, communities and knowledge they gathered passed down over the century. We have to protect this. So every year the International Day of the World Indigenous People has been celebrated on 9th of August. And the theme is, this year theme of International Day of World Indigenous People in the role of the indigenous women in the preservation and transmission of traditional knowledge. Next, we shall discuss about the sports related news. So, in Commonwealth Games 2022, the Asia means Australian swimmer Emma McKeown has won more gold than 56 countries. She has won 1 bronze, 1 silver and 6 gold medals across various events in the swimming, and out of the 72 countries taking part in Commonwealth Game 2022, only 16 has won 8 or more medals. Next is the 2026 Chess Olympiad is to be hosted by the Uzbekistan. According to International Chess Federation (FIDE), Uzbekistan will host the 2026 Chess Olympiad. 2022 Chess Olympiad held in Chennai, India, and the event is organized by the FIDE, which also choose the host nation. So, thanks for watching my video. Please like, subscribe and share my channel.